There we go. All right. So audio engineering, bro. Let's get a little audio engineer. How you feel about producers being audio engineers, and how do you feel about audio engineering in the state that it's at right now? And like, give us some
Mm.
insight on that, and let's just talk about that for a minute.
Well, I mean, first question, I love producers being audio engineers. Me personally, that just helped me as a producer understand, vocals and mixing and honestly how to produce and build room for an artist to create a whole song.
For sure, for sure. So that's what you said. Really, I kind of, because, I know a lot of producers that get used to just like being in a room and just producing records and not really
Not being
being
there with
in
the
the field.
artist
Yeah.
and understanding that there's a variety of different types of tracks.
For sure. You
and
definitely
their
got to
structure.
get out there, and it's like definitely you gonna sell some beats if you cook up some beats to yourself, but working with an artist one on one is
So
it's
much better.
detrimental, and it's so much better, and it builds you as a producer also. Am I right?
Yeah, exactly. People are going to hear what you're working on and see you with artists and want to work with you because of that. They're going to see what you're doing live and direct in front of them.
So how do you feel about people now that you growing up as an engineer and coming up as an engineer and you learning more about gear and everything? How do you feel about is your knowledge growing on stuff like you can now like hear the difference between like home recordings and like good pre's and all that? You can catch stuff like that now.
Definitely can catch stuff like that.
Yeah, for sure.
Once you start dealing with some good pre's and then you start dealing with a variety of pre's, you start understanding where vocals are coming from and where they're recorded from. But yeah, a lot of people make stuff at home sound good too. Like I ain't knocking it.
I ain't knocking nothing for sure, for sure. If you putting a lot of effects on it though, but I ain't gonna lie to you, it is levels to this shit. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm definitely getting appreciation for the
Yeah.
higher level. Like once you start working on good pre's, there's no going back to that little Scarlet Red.
yeah, like I told you, it's just like with the internet has a whole new space now. The music industry never used to have that space. So with the internet and having so many people with home rigs and making their own music, it's like, you know, some people have went viral and has worked, but does it work fully, And then after you get a gold and platinum record, are you still gonna be recording on the Scarlet and in the crib? Nah.
Not at all. I look at Lil Tyler just like that. He had
Yeah.
a song go viral, and now he in the studio.
In the
You
studio.
can hear it. You can hear
You
it.
can hear it already. It's definitely that. Some people, but if that's a part of the brand, it'll go. But to each his own. I ain't even go get on that too long. But I got one more thing, couple more things for you, brother.
Yes, sir.
So career timeline. Let's go over your career timeline. Let the viewers and the listeners know your career timeline so everybody can visualize your grind.
Yeah, for sure. So I graduated college in 2016, started making beats in 2017, right? Was just grinding it out in Kansas City, making beats in my bedroom, right? Ran into this artist named Mighty Casual in 2018. Mighty Casual introduced me to STB the Don, an artist who I work closely with now to this day, and a lot of other people in the scene, including DJ E. Man, and once I got with Mighty Casual, man, that was 2018. We just started cooking 2019, 2020. 2020 actually, pandemic hits, right? I'm starting to take myself a little more seriously because I'm improving, working with artists in person, which was really important for me to develop. And then I met Els. SCB the Don told me you were putting on an engineering class for like $400 or $500 or whatever. And he's like, you should take that, bro.
Shout out to the introduction and recording to Pro Tools course, man, and everybody that took that, man. Shout out to the gang. But yeah, Conor was in my first course.
First course. Met a lot of cool people too. It was a great experience. Really taught me the basics of recording and how to understand signal flow and mixing at a very basic level.
I got the number one question that everybody heard. They said you paid $400 and $450 for the course.
Yes, sir.
Have you made the money back from the course?
Yeah, I made that made that and some.
That's all you got to say. You ain't got to say too much.
I quit my other job off that one.
Hey, on the gang.
But you got to know how to apply the information.
Man. Emerald Dream Labs. Holla at us.
Holla, for sure. We still doing them, too.
Yeah, we bringing it back. It's coming.
Yeah,
but
man.
Yo.
So I met him in 2020, right? Kind of post-pandemic, still in it or whatever. We took that course. Then I got introduced to Real Pre's like we were talking about earlier. And 2021, I was making enough at the studio that I was able to quit my job You know, selling beats, recording, getting those hours in. 2022, shit was going up a little bit more. You know, I was able to actually live off that shit because that first year after I quit my job was rough.
Yeah, it's always rough that first year. You got to figure it out.
Yeah, but we figured it out.
Got to.
And now 2023, we're doing good, man. We just opened up a new studio over here. We're about to open up a second room, bro.
Hey, shout out to gang Emerald Dream Labs if you're in the Kansas City metro area.
And I want to also say that, like, you know, 2021, I got my first big placement because of you, bro, and I appreciate that.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get to that. So hold on to that. Hold on, we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that. So I want to talk about that journey from hobby to professional. Let's give them some game. They want to know. They don't want to know like it's always good to see that at the top, but before we get to the top, they need to know about that grind, like you said, from hobbyist to a professional. How was the transition with that?
Beautiful and ugly at the same time.
Hey.
So I saw my life transform in my eyes, thank God, because of one of my guys, SCB the Don. You know, he put that confidence in me and told me that we could really do this for real. And I want to say that it was a lot of, like, tired mornings, you know, going into work off 2-3 hours of sleep, you know, in the studio 5-6 nights a week and working 40-50 hours too. But once you get over that hump, you get addicted to it. So it's like that's the only thing you want to do, you know.
Rap trap, that's what we call it, don't we? Rap trap, you feel me?
Yeah, I call it, like, catching the bug. I definitely caught the bug.
So I know you don't gotta say what songs, but we can say who the features are. So let's talk about those placements now. So everybody's seeing your grind, they've heard the story. Let's go over this, because you got a lot of stuff, and a lot of this ain't out yet, but still it's about to come out. So let's let them know the people that you have worked with and the stuff that you got coming out for right now.
Well, for right now, I got the Jan Connor's record out. That was on your project last year. Then we started this year off strong with a Rowdy Rebel placement.
Hey.
So we made the beat for him. He hopped on it. That's hopefully about to come out soon. We got some shit going on that. That one's hard.
And then who else? Who else you get?
Yeah, and then we went up to Flint, and I locked in with RMC Mike and motherfucking Crispy Life. RMC Mike and Crispy Life. Those two cats can rap.
Shout out Flint. Shout out the gang, man. Yeah, so that was definitely a beautiful experience. So them the placements you got coming out. So I know that's why I wanted to talk to you before everything got out and them songs got out, and then people, you know what I'm saying, really start to see it so they can watch this interview and get the before.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well,
so, but for sure, that's player, and that's dope for the city. So Kansas City, that's 3 in 1 year.
Hell yeah. We're going up. You know, you told me at the beginning of the year you better get either 2 or 4 placements, and we're here.
We're already there. One more, and you'll be at your goal and shit. You double it up next year. So,
and
man, what's the future for ConorchillOut and the brand and you over at Emerald Dream Labs working with the guys? What's the future, man?
The future is just more of this and an evolution too, you know. Right now we got things moving right, but I think we just need to double up on everything. So that means more beats, more albums, more artists I'm working with, more placements, more getting out of town.
It's time. That's what's up, man. Well, look, man, I know, like you said, let them know where they can find you, where they can get some of your music. Shout out STB. Let them know where they can hear his stuff at. Holla at them.
Hey, man, first things first, shout out Unproductive TV.
Hey.
Yeah, appreciate you for having me, bro.
Hey,
it's an honor for real.
It's an honor for sure.
But yeah, everybody can find me on pretty much everything. I'm at ConorchillOut. That's Connor with 1 N, CONOR, chill out. You can find me on Instagram too, TikTok, everywhere. ConorchillOut. You know, if you're looking for any of my music out there, I would say go to SDB the Don. Look him up on SoundCloud or Apple Music or Spotify. He's a beast. I produce pretty much everything for that.
Monster.
We also got a playlist coming out. It's going to be on our EmeraldDreams.com website that includes all the music I produce. So if you're looking for anything I've done, go on my Instagram or go on EmeraldDream.com.
For sure. And, yo, you know, best comment, get a free Pressure Gang t-shirt. So, man, make sure y'all holla at us, man. And, yo, we appreciate y'all. This is Unproductive TV. Like and subscribe and share. Let's go.
Let's go.